Welcome to Focus in the Noise. Let's talk real conversations, real experiences, no shortcuts. You're watching Focus in the Noise. I'm your host, Ed Newby. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about ductwork. Let me say something that may upset a few folks in my industry. You can install the best AC money can buy, and if the ductwork is wrong, it will perform like a cheap system. The truth most companies will not say. 70 to 80% of HVAC performance is ductwork plus airflow. Cheap companies swap out the box. They leave 20-year-old ducts untouched. Why? Well, it's a faster install, it has higher margins, and guess what? Anybody can sell it. Ductwork has to be designed. So, we do not want to sell units. We want to install systems. Real issues with bad ductwork. Undersized duct equal higher static pressure. Kinks or crushed duct is an airflow restriction. A poor layout, hot or cold rooms. And air leaks in the attic. What does that do if you have leaky ductwork? It's pulling air from the attic into the ducts, and they're heating up that cold air that you got in there. So imagine if you got an open space and it's sucking in hot attic air. That 50-degree air that you got is now 55. So yeah, you don't want to have any kind of leaks. Let's see. Low insulation on the ductwork. If I can see through your insulation, your energy costs are going right out the bag. What's the impact? Higher electric bills, shorter equipment life. If the ducts are struggling, it's just like it's not breathing. So shorter equipment life. Poor humidity control, which defeats the purpose of the new unit anyway. Callbacks and poor performance. Your system needs a certain amount of airflow. If the ducts can't deliver it, the coil will do a few things. The system will freeze, compressor will overheat, and the inefficiency is gone. Let me show you just an example. This is the air conditioner. This is the delivery system. This Coke cost me about $1.50. On a good day, maybe $2. This is the delivery system. If I crack open this can of Coke, Coke Zero, and I take my straw and I bend it in 5, 6, 7 places. This is my delivery system. And I'm going to put it in my air conditioner. Nothing's coming out. Not to mention, I just broke a couple blood vessels in my brain. These are the arteries. This is the heart. If you got crappy old ductwork, this isn't doing you anything. It's going to sit here and get hot, and I just killed it. It's flat. So, air conditioner is the heart, the compressor. The straw is the veins. It has got to flow. Nextly, cost versus value. Ductwork, I'm not going to lie, adds thousands of dollars of cost. It just does. But what does it do? It lowers your utility bills. Longer life on the equipment. You can actually breathe. You get better comfort. You get overall no hot spots. Airflow is going in every room. Without ductwork, the most expensive system you can buy, and one you can truly pay for, is one that never performed right. So, if you're in the Houston area and you're replacing the system, don't just replace the equipment. Change the ductwork. Ensure that you're getting 100% of the performance that you're paying for. That's how we're going to do it at All-Star AC Plumbing and Electrical. We're going to do it right, or we're going to do it often. So that's one of the biggest things that we try to talk about and teach, is that we have to educate you on ductwork. Systems alone are not going to do it. So, yeah, the supporting actors. How many of you have bought a system and, you got it in there and it's still humid in the house? And you've paid thousands of dollars and the contractor's telling you, hey, it's not the equipment. The equipment's working fine. I'm over here testing it. But did you know that when you're leaving a system that's choked out, basically not getting any airflow, that its blood pressure is creeping? That's what static pressure equates to, is blood pressure. If I can lower my static, if I put dirty filters in a system, it creates high static. High static burns up motors. So if you got a system that burnt out after 3 years, 4 years, the fan motor went out, It's not because it was a cheap motor. Likely we didn't do all the work when we did that air conditioner. So the days of, I'll be honest, the days of the $8,000 to $10,000 install are really gone. Like, how can you afford not to do the ductwork now? Not making sure that you're getting the best indoor air quality. Sometimes it's not even about price. It's about getting right filtration systems on systems, making sure that you're getting what you pay for. Air conditioning, I understand, is super expensive. And what we don't want to do is set something up for failure. So yeah, you buy a system with us and you buy ductwork, then everything is back to new and you got warranty, and warranty's not failed. But these new systems, these new variable speed inverter systems, are not like the old system you had 15 years ago. Those systems were very forgiving. The refrigerants were very forgiving. You all heard the terminology, these things get beer can cold. You can't just have Ralph out here working on this new stuff. It takes factory trained technicians to diagnose and actually make a system function the way it's supposed to. There are load calculations that need to be done. Manual J. Have you ever had a technician come out and offer you a manual J? What is that? It is the standard in which you size an air conditioner appropriately to your house. Did you know that you can have a system that's way too big for the house? Your house is designed for a 3-ton system. We sold you a 5-ton because that's what was on the ground. Not us. I'm not doing that. But you buy whatever was on the truck or what was offered. Maybe that's just what was there. Have you ever had a technician come out and say, yep, there is a 3-ton and that's what we're going back with? Well, did he ask you, has it ever worked right properly since you had it? Age has a lot to do with it, but undersized and oversized is rampant in this industry. So doing a manual J takes in factor your windows, where the heat lands on your house, how much insulation you have in the wall. Do you have a solid door? Do you have a glass door? What kind of windows do you have? There's programs that actually let us calculate what CFMs and what the house needs. Did you know it's a law in Texas to have one? Yeah, you're supposed to turn in a manual J when you're doing a house. And it's programs that guys are supposed to be doing and coming and offering to you to verifying that what you're actually buying is what you're getting. There's a manual D. That's a ductwork design. Doing a manual D helps us decide what house needs what rooms need how much CFMs, so on and so forth. So it's not just a in and out $8,000 experience and everybody's happy. I would much rather you have to spend more, me educate you a little bit more on why you have to, and you get what you pay for. You had a new car lately. I bought a car for the wife. She and I bought a car, put it that way. And the tires after 14,000 miles were crap. It just didn't work. Like, we had one that leaked, and when I went to go change it, the treads were wearing funny, and the guys are like, these are just the ones that came from the factory. So things don't last. You buy quality, and hopefully you don't have to buy often. The cool thing about a system from us, our variable speed inverter systems come, and we sell Amana. Amana's my brand. I'll tell you 1,000 reasons why Amana's my brand. But here's the biggest one. 10-year parts, 10 years labor warranty, which is crazy. If you think about, say you have a 5-year-old train at the house and it's under manufacturer's warranty, but you don't have any labor warranty. Okay, so your technician comes in and he finds out, hey, the compressor, the coil is going to take X amount of weeks to get, but when you do, guess how much you're paying for that under warranty? The minimum $2,500. I've seen it up to $3,500, depending on how much Freon is needed. They're not paying for the Freon. They're not paying for the dryer. They're not paying for the labor to do it. The ordering to go getting. That's crazy. I don't know if you've ever had a run in with some of these major manufacturers, especially ones that aren't local to Houston. It can take weeks, even months to get stuff, which is nuts. And it goes back to ductwork. Maybe if you had the right ductwork, you wouldn't be in that position. If you got a blower motor that you can't find, and now the technician and the company's telling you it's $1,500 to change out. So I sell Amana for one reason. For one, 10-year parts. We give you 10 years on the labor. Meaning if the unit has a problem within the next 10 years, as long as you're doing the maintenance, it's nothing out of pocket. So it's the last thing you're going to have to deal with. Headache over. One step over on Amana, it actually offers a unit replacement warranty for the compressor and also the heat exchanger. How does that look? Compressor dies in the first 5 years. I'm not ordering you a warranty compressor. I'm ordering you a new unit. It's a unit replacement. So year 0 to 10 has a unit swap out. We're going to take it a little farther. You're the original homeowner, and this is your forever house. You're going to be there another 25 years. That compressor warranty still goes for 99 years until you are done. The unit will outlast you. So if you guys buy a house, you're 30, and you live in it till you're 70, that unit replacement warranty applies to you. Only with the Amana brand. Nobody else has that. And so you don't have those costs of what it takes to install something under warranty. You're covered. So you can imagine, 7 years in, you got an old blower motor, you got condenser fan motor, you got all these parts. Compressor dies, I'm bringing you out a new unit. That's nuts. And that's Amana. That's not even me. Why can they do that, or how can they do that? We'll get into refrigerants more, and I've talked a bit about last time. The refrigerant oils in R32 is a pure refrigerant, so it's for high temperature. Put it this way, if you have something that's a lifetime warranty, somewhere along the way has the confidence that you're not going to have to replace it, because we can't afford to just give away new units, right? So that's why Amana, and that's why I put it with All-Star, because All-Star believes in doing things right for our customers, long-term quality, long-term longevity, doing the right thing. So without further ado, I want to thank you for spending time with me today, understanding a little bit more about the importance of ductwork and taking steps. I mean, we can finance these things. I know stuff is expensive. I don't know if you know about the tariff things that are happening, where air conditioning and the service industries are about to get hit with anywhere from 7 to 9%. I know one of the manufacturers came out on Friday. It was 9% increase because of Iran or whatever else. So that's what we're going to end up paying for systems if we wait. So the thought is, hey, we're going to run it until it dies now, is gone. You're going to pay thousands of dollars more by waiting. So if we can help you in any way at All-Star, I challenge you to give us a call, 855-367-6922. We'll always come out and give a free estimate and take a look at that ductwork. Thank you for your time and spending some time with me and learning about ductwork. You guys have a great day.